Okay, thank you. Perfect. Perfect. CJ Clark, anybody have any questions, please? Go ahead, Corey.
CJ, first of all, for you, you get this opportunity going into the season. Obviously, the last few years you've kind of been building towards this, but how much are you kind of attacking this offseason to get that starting role and really earn that going into this year?
Oh, definitely 100% attacking it, every day, just working hard, making sure that I do the small things and just get better every day. That's really what it is.
And I wanted to ask you about the guys behind you too, because you've had, two guys in Joshua Harris and Davin Van that have been working alongside you the last year or two. How good have those guys looked and how strong is that rotation in the middle for NC State?
It's a very great, strong rotation, so that's good that those guys they work hard. We all work hard. So, it's going to be a great opportunity for each and every one of us.
Thanks, CJ.
Let's see, Jonas, go ahead.
Hey, CJ, yesterday, Coach Duran was talking about because you guys have so much depth this year and so many guys came back, that some of the younger guys, some of the freshmen may have to sit out who may have played otherwise.
Right.
He said that's not a bad thing. You were a guy a couple of years ago, you played your 4 games, but it was considered a redshirt year. And I just asked Shaheen this too. What are some of the benefits, in your opinion, of actually sitting out and watching and developing it, as opposed to being thrown right into the fire right away?
Sitting back and watching is very humbling. Like everybody coming out of high school and being that guy that they was, it's very humbling. So that's really like the main thing. So you got to just take it and just learn from it. Like just sit back and watch the person that's in front of you. There's a reason they're in front of you. So you got to just develop that way. I mean, it's just what it takes to develop.
And what would you say was the biggest lesson you took from that year you were sitting back and watching as opposed to playing more?
Oh, just learning from the older guys, watching what they do, on and off the field, just making sure that I follow them, because like I said again, it's a reason they're ahead of me. So like just taking advantage of that and learning from them, playing behind Aleem and learning from him. And also behind Murchison my freshman year, so those guys helped a lot with that situation and teaching me a lot as well. So that was a good influence.
James Henderson, go ahead, please.
Yes, CJ, anything specifically you were able to learn from Aleem last season?
I say just making sure you keep your hands inside, just making sure that was one big thing he always told me, making sure you get your hands inside. Because, like, if you don't got your hands inside, it's not a good chance you're going to defeat the block. So that was one good thing he told me.
And just to follow up, you guys are built a little different. I'm interested, do you feel your game similar to him or do you play the position differently than he does?
I feel like we play it differently, He got a little more strength than me, and so he has an advantage with that. So I have to just change up my game a little bit. But like as far as that, I mean, I think we kind of like pretty much in the same,
Thanks.
Go ahead, David Thompson.
Hey CJ, this may be a little bit of a stretch, but when Aleem was getting recruited to NC State, he was really instrumental in bringing a lot of guys along and kind of connecting there. When you were being recruited the next year, did Aleem ever reach out to you? Did he kind of help bring you to NC State at all? Did you guys have a relationship?
Oh, no, actually I didn't. I didn't really know much about Aleem, but when we got here, that was my first roommate. So we contacted real soon. So we was roommates and that kind of helped me a lot too. I lived with him my first year here. So.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
Anybody else have anything for CJ? Jonas, I see you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Corey Durden is pretty much the new guy transferred in from Florida State, just got here. We haven't seen him. Obviously, you've been bonding with him and working out with him. What can you kind of tell us about us and how's he kind of helped pushing you and motivating you in that position about him?
Oh, he's definitely a hard worker, he's just been working hard just like each and every one of us. We just work in day out, day in. And he's developing well, learning the different schemes and stuff like that. So that's been good and watching him learn and develop as well.
All right, that looks like everything. Thank you, CJ. Appreciate it. We'll switch
Appreciate
up again if you guys hold on.